Hey y'all, welcome to our homestead. Look at this beautiful pile of growing medium behind us. I'm going to talk about what's in there in a few minutes, but we're going to be planting our fall garden tonight, or at least starting to do that. It's a little bit late here in Texas, but it's been really hot, so the seasons kind of fluctuate, so being a little late this year is no big deal. We've got some other videos which talk about like specific planting dates for everything. You don't have to follow that specifically if you know your area. But let's take you inside the greenhouse and check it out. We started to fill up our beds, our raised beds, with that mixture and a few other things. I'm going to talk about that, like I said, but check these out first. We've got our raised beds. We did another video on that. If you're interested, click at the top of the screen to see these amazing raised beds. They're super thick metal and they weren't that much money at all. We've also got a hole cut out of our landscape fabric. Oh, there we go. Hole cut out of our landscape fabric for some plants that might have deep roots. They can go through that wire you see at the bottom and get down into the topsoil below the greenhouse. That wire is there for moles, voles, and gophers because we have a lot of them. And so we have to put that down or it's not going to be a good situation with our vegetables or the roots. They'll kill everything. But we've got a lot of other work to do. Look at all these empty beds. All of them. And all of them on this side. I still got gutters on that side for the other side of the greenhouse. But I'm moving. I'm moving on the projects. I got so many things going on right now. But some things are super important, like growing food. And especially in today's day and age, we're going to see shortages at the grocery store, and it's going to get worse. So I encourage all of you to start growing your own food. Learn how to do it, because the learning curve is somewhat steep sometimes. I need you to start doing that. All right, let's get going. So what you saw me shoveling was a premium compost blend that's made by Texas Organics in Tyler, Texas. So you can probably get it in the whole East Texas area from them. And what it is composted organic matter, usually wood chips, and they're screened to a 1/2 inch, which is kind of big, but they break down fairly fast because this is mixed with chicken manure and also what's called green sand. Green sand is basically pulverized rock, which is, got a lot of different minerals in it. I don't exactly remember the mineral content. So you're saying that the bed looks different than what I just showed you out in that pile. And it's because it is. It's because I put a couple things on top. I haven't mixed it in yet. I wanted to show you what that was. And the first thing is azomite. Azomite is a powder form. It's trace minerals. It's got potash and magnesium and sodium and calcium in it, a whole bunch of other things, and it remineralizes soil. This is like a hypercharge for these new beds. I highly recommend putting azomite on everything. Also, what it's got on it is Sustain. It's a 464. It's an organic 464, and I learned about this from urban farmer Curtis Stone. He uses it a ton, and I've had great results with this. It really helps with fruiting and flowering and everything. It's a perfect blend for your bed. So I've got both of those in there. I'm going to mix this up with just a garden rake. I'm going to go over the top, basically like that. It's kind of weird on camera since I'm kneeling down, but I'm going to come back and forth and just mix it right in the top, maybe inch and a half. Not too deep, because that's where I'm going to sow my seeds. And right now we're going to do some carrots or beets. Fall is the perfect time to plant your carrots or beets, and this is the perfect time in Zone 8B to be doing that. The other vegetables are your cruciferous vegetables, like your cauliflower, Chinese or Napa cabbage. We've got regular cabbage. This is a red cabbage. We've got broccoli. We've got collards. We've got spinach. All those are perfect for this time of year as well. I want to highlight this carrot. This one we got from Baker Creek, rareseeds.com, and this is a Parisienne carrot. It's a globe style carrot. So if you've got harder soil and you don't have like really deep fluffy soil to grow big, long, tall carrots, do this one. Okay, well now it's time to water them, but uh-oh, check it out. No water. And I'll show you why. Well, this is why. Right behind me you can see the pipe that I run for the greenhouse is still just chilling here in on the top of the ground. That's because I have not been able to locate the pipe that I know comes out of this side of our well house. I can't find it yet. So I need to get going on that so I can have some water for that greenhouse. But for the things I just planted, I'm gonna drag the hose over and have to use that. Drag the hose over from the main garden over here. So let me show you what we got going on in the main garden. And things that we are harvesting or just close to harvesting, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, are our sweet potatoes. They have gone absolutely out of control, as have our cucuzza squash back there. They have taken over this entire area of the garden. So we've got to get these kind of under control because they are taking over. You can see our strawberry patch here. We're going to be transplanting those. You know, I've done that video in the past about transplanting strawberries. Their roots like to be agitated, so those are going to get thinned out and moved around. And we've still got some watermelon hanging on here. Now they're little, but I think they're still going to be good. We picked one the other day and it was super sweet and red inside. So the size didn't grow super fast or super big because we planted them late. But the taste is still really, really good. Back there, way back there, we've got to do some rehab still. That's where all those weeds and grasses were in the old strawberry patch. I got to get that done. And that's why I'm planting most things for our fall garden in the greenhouse now. We still got some tomatoes. We got a ton of basil hanging out here. This is one thing that I don't know if it's going to hang out in the greenhouse over winter. This is Malabar spinach. This is, Filipinos call it something else. I can't remember. It's not kangkong, it's something else. Anyway, it's a tropical spinach that grows in the heat. It loves the heat. Loves the heat. So it might survive in the greenhouse over winter. If not, I'll harvest some of these seeds and we will be growing our regular spinach, so that's no big deal. And we still got peppers and eggplants, but those never produced. I don't know why. It was some weird year with flea beetles and I could not keep them off, so it kept them suppressed and we really didn't get any eggplant this year. And I planted more than I've ever planted before. So that is a big thing, is to plan your garden for things that won't grow. So you have a big enough garden so if you don't get any eggplant for the year, you have other things to eat. Super important to plan like that. Don't forget, we've got new t-shirts. They're located below each video in a little banner, or you can go onto our main page and click the store tab, and that's where all of our merchandise is. It's just t-shirts right now, but we might have some different things in the future for y'all. So if you have any questions about fall planting, I want you to go check out this video right here, which goes in depth about what to plant at what time in the fall in Zone 8B. Have a beautiful day. We love you. See you next time. Bye.